means we've got 9 remaining contestants all ready and eager to obviously get on the hot seat with me. Remember, there could be only one person. Which one is that going to be? We're going to find out right now as we give you the fastest finger first. Contestants and ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready, it is time once again for your fastest finger first question appearing on your screens right now. Here's a question. Arrange the following nursery rhymes in order. And there are your options. 1, 2, 3, 4. Buckle my shoe, knock at the door. That should actually take you back to preschool days. Arrange the following nursery rhymes in order. Let's find out this is the right order. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Knock the door. And which of the 9 contestants, we gotta say congratulations to Abdul Cader. Congratulations. 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 Are you ready to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yes, yes.
All right, let's go to the hot seat.
Thank you.
My second contestant on the show tonight, 59-year-old Abdul Cader. Obviously, he wants me to call him Cader, which I am just going to do that as we carry on with the show right here on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Now, he seems to be a gentleman who's actually lived his life. He's got 1 son living abroad, 2 beautiful grandkids, and he loves to talk about a pet dog that he has. So I'm not going to give more details on all these things. Obviously, we're going to make sure that we get it out from Cader. Firstly, good evening.
Good evening, man.
Welcome to the hot seat.
Thank you.
How does it feel?
Little nervous and things like that, the normal thing.
Okay.
But I'm all right.
You're all right.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about yourself. You've lived your life, haven't you?
Yes, I was educated at the Wesley College in Colombo 9, and then I ran my father's studio. He had a photographic studio in Colombo 4. And after some mishap with there was a bomb blast and all, you know, it got destroyed. This whole studio was destroyed. So thereafter I did a little imports and reselling of this children playground equipment.
Now obviously the idea for you to get into something like this from where you were and the stuff that you did, what prompted you? Because this is something very unusual.
Well, to tell you, I love photography, but after this mishap, which I don't like to, you know, bring out, so everything broke. You know, my whole studio, that is, you know, all these equipment and everything went. So
hang on, Cader. Now, this was an unfortunate incident back in 1996.
96.
It was a bomb blast.
A bomb blast.
You survived the bomb blast.
I did survive because I went to the lake house to put a advertisement, but some of my tenants died. I had some tenants, you know, because that property belongs to us and the studio was all run there. So 2 of my tenants died in that mishap, and you know, it was a bad experience and I don't want to recollect it.
So it must have been one of the most saddest incidents in your life.
Of course, yes.
So, how much do you want to win?
Well, first thing is I thought, you know, I go step by step, you know, getting into the hot seat was really nice, you know, nice feeling, and it's good for my family. My son is going to really love it. My grandchildren are going to really love it because this is telecast right around Sri Lanka and, you know, blah, blah, blah. So
yeah, it's nice at the moment.
Yes.
Hot seat is nice at the moment.
At the moment. But
so it's nice for you to talk about it right now.
Correct.
Maybe I might actually ask this question about a couple of questions into the show, and then we'll find out how hot it is at that point.
Yeah, it will be, I'll be swallow and spit then.
So, how much do you want to win tonight?
I always imagine that the last question, but if I'm to go for that 2 million and the last question, I wish and pray that I get a question where it should be a difficult question, but I should know the answer. So that's what I always think. The last question that's right there.
So you basically, the only question you thought of is the 2 million question.
The 2 million question. And if you want, I will tell you what that question is also, if you
By all means, please tell me what the question is.
There was one thing, you know, Istanbul, the capital of Turkey, the name that was given to Istanbul much earlier was Constantinople. So I was thinking, okay, you will ask me the question, what was Istanbul called before? And then I say, I just come out of the chair and do a jig and, you know, sit back and I give you the answer. That was right there behind me.
So did you dream about this?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, so let me have a quick chat with your wife. Good evening.
Good evening, Shaq.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. And how about you?
Good. Is your husband this crazy at home?
He is. My God, he drives me crazy.
Well, I can see that. But consider the fact that he's the first contestant I've had in both seasons who's actually thought of only the 15th question.
Right.
Nothing else.
Yes.
And he seems to have actually, well, thought the 15th question through quite a bit.
Correct.
Well, so tell me, now he says that obviously the money that he wins today,
Yes.
he wants to also start a small school
Fine.
in the area, and he says that you will also help him out in the school. This is an English school that he says. Right. Has he spoken to you about this often?
Well, not exactly on the school, but of course we have been, I'm the head of sales for his company anyway.
Right.
So I do the marketing for these children's playground equipments at the moment. So for the school, I have not still thought, he has never told me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oops.
He does everything, and when it comes to the final point, he always discusses before he does anything.
We'll have a chat with you later on the show.
Sure.
Kader, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you relaxed?
Yeah, much.
Okay, firstly, I need to tell you exactly how the show is played, okay?
Yes.
You need to give me answers to all 15 questions. But before that, you got 2 safe zones.
Yes.
Question number 5, question number 10. Remember, you have 3 lifelines.
Yes.
You can ask the audience, you can phone a friend, or go 50-50.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Comfortable?
Yes.
In that case, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Kader, your first question, which of the following would you not use to make a cup of tea? A, tea leaves. B, sugar. C, milk. D, salt.
D, salt.
D, salt is the right answer for 1,000 rupees. Well done. Your second question. Which of the following is a language as well as a fruit? A, cherry. B, apple. C, mandarin. D, banana.
C, mandarin.
C, mandarin is the right answer. Well done. Question number 3. Which male nursery rhyme character kissed the girls and made them cry? A, Georgie Porgy. B, Humpty Dumpty. C, Jack. D, Wee Willie Winky.
Georgie Porgy. A.
Georgie Porgy is the right answer. Well done. 5,000 rupee question. Question number 4. How many centimeters are there in a meter? A, 10. B, 100. C, 1,000. D, 10,000. Remember, you have a lifeline if you feel that you need to use. How many centimeters are there in a meter?
I'll ask the audience because...
Do you want to take a lifeline?
Yes, I want to take a lifeline.
What would you like to take?
Ask the audience.
Ask the audience lifeline, okay. Audience lifeline has been taken. Audience members, I am going to read out the question to you and give out the options. Please don't key in the answers till I give you the cue. Your question, how many centimeters are there in a meter? A, 10. B, 100. C, 1,000. D, 10,000. Answer only if you know now. Almost everybody in the audience think it's 100, except for a couple. Some think it's 1,000, some think it's 10,000. Nobody thinks it's a 10. You
Yes.
don't trust the audience?
No, I'll take B, but the audience is.
B?
Yes.
B is the right answer. Well done. It's a bit of a close one there.
Yes, because I was thinking of 1,000 because a meter is little more than a yard. So I am not so good in maths section.
You're almost there in your first safe zone. You need to get the next question right for you to get 10,000 rupees. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Let's have question number 5. According to the popular idiom, which one of the following animals is said to have 9 lives? A. Dogs. B. Cats. C. Mice. D. Fish.
B. Cats.
B. Cats is the right answer. Well done. Congratulations, Cader. You obviously are walking at the moment with you your winnings of 10,000 rupees right here on the show of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Your winnings of 10,000 rupees so far on the show. Wonderful. Let's keep that over there. You seem to be all smiles at the moment.
To be honest, I covered up my transport and things like that.
Okay, so all that is under control. Transport, lunch, everything sorted.
Everything.
So okay, so you're still a happy man.
Yes, very happy now.
So you can leave the show now if you want.
No, let's go through the whole thing because I have that thing, I told you what I want to do.
The jig on the 15th question.
Yes.
That you want to dance around the chair
Yes.
and then...
And I need that money. As I told you, I want to open this thing for English language tuition. Although my wife has forgotten about it.
Your wife has forgotten about it?
I think she has forgotten because she knows I'm giving all this tuition and I have lots of beautiful, lovely looking kids coming home and, learning through me and etc. and etc. So I want to have a small school.
Your husband says you have forgotten about it and you tell us that he has never informed you about it. What's going on?
Oh, maybe I'm getting dementia.
Okay.
Old age is catching up, Shaq.
Old age is catching up on you.
Unfortunately.
Right, okay. So we'll let you guys settle this outside the studio. Right, so we'll exactly see where it goes on from this point. Well, Cader, now you obviously got yourself 10,000 bucks. Take a look at exactly where you are right now.
Yes.
Your next safe zone is question number 10, 125,000 rupees. You have taken 1 out of the 3 lifelines. Yes. Let's have question number 6. 20,000 rupees, Cader. What city is known as the Big Apple? A. New York. B. Dubai. C. Moscow. D. Colombo. What city is known as the Big Apple?
A. New York.
You sure?
It's a big city and...
It's a big city.
Yeah, but this Big Apple, I don't know what, the first time I have come across that.
Moscow is a big city.
Yeah, it is also big. But I think New York is more famous and sort of... I've been to New York, so I think it's a big city and it's more recognized and even an apple is recognized, Adams and things like that. So
what's your answer?
Yes, A, New York.
A? Final answer?
Yes.
Lock it in?
Lock it in, please.
Lock in A, New York. What city is known as the Big Apple, Cader?
Big Apple.
Well, you locked in A now. We can't obviously change the answer.
Yeah. So I think it is New York because it can't be Dubai because my son is in Dubai, so I have never heard of anything.
So because your son is in Dubai, you can't be
no,
the Big
we have
Apple?
not. I have been to Dubai, so I have not heard anything Big Apple that Dubai is called Big Apple or anything. So Moscow, as you say, it's, I don't know, it's a communist country, so they won't call Apple and all that. So Colombo is going to be a Big Apple, I don't know.
What city is known as the Big Apple? Cader has locked in A. He's still not too sure. Is that the right answer? When we come back right here, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on MTV Sports.
What is the main ingredient of glass? A. Air. B. Water. C. Iron. D. Sand. Before the program concludes, SMS your answer to 7788. type WTB space, the English letter of the correct option, A, B, C or D, or call us on 7788 and follow the instructions.
Welcome back to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. This is season 2 on MTV Sports. As always, fantastic contestants always make it to the studios, and of course, the fastest ones make it to the hot seat. Now, you could also be the fastest one, but all you need to do is make it to the studio first, and you need to pick up your phones right now and dial the numbers 7788. Instructions are very clear, very straightforward, and make sure you make it to one of the 10 seats in the studio and be the fastest finger first and join me in the hot seat. You have a chance of going for 2 million rupees. Just the way Cader is at the moment in the hot seat. Cader, before we left for the break, you locked in your answer as A, New York. What city is known as the Big Apple?
As far as I know, it's New York.
How? Why? What do you mean?
It's so big and it's so
Yes,
big.
so Moscow is big.
Yeah, but Moscow, you think...
You think Russians don't eat apple?
No, they do eat apples, but I'm not discriminating anyone, but being a communist country, they won't believe in these apples and grapes and things like that. You know, even for a nursery thing or... So I don't know. That's why I kept Moscow out. So it has to be Dubai or New York. Colombo, of course, I don't know.
But isn't Moscow known as a red city?
The red city, yes.
So, red city, apple is red.
No, you get green apples also.
You can get green apples also, yeah.
But red apples, yes, that is common.
So?
That is common. So anyway, I think it's New York, I don't know.
But do you not see a connection there with the red city and an apple?
Yes, now I see. When you said red, yes, red city.
Yeah, but there's
red
nothing red about New York. I mean, if you listen or if you take... You've been to New York?
I have been, but long ago.
Yes, the first thing that comes to your mind in New York is all the yellow cabs.
Yes.
That's the signature of New York. Now, when you talk about Moscow,
there's red and
it's red. The Russian flag.
Yeah, now when you keep on saying
red. An apple, yes, you do have green apples,
yes,
but most common ones
are red. So what do I do now?
You can't do anything.
I still feel that it's New York, but when you keep on saying red city and red and Moscow and this and that, then it just takes me, you know, whether I'm right or wrong, you know, away from my...
Let's find out what your wife thinks about this. What do you think?
Well, I think he gave the right answer, Shaq. Only thing you're making him nervous now.
I'm not making him nervous. There's nothing for me to make. I'm just trying to get the rationale behind him trying to obviously go with New York.
But I've been watching your programs and you make people nervous even if they're given the right answer.
I'm just asking him, why did he choose New York? What does that have to do with the Big Apple?
I think New York is the right answer.
Now it's just blanked out, is it? How disappointed will you be if you actually drop it at this point?
Well, to be very honest, Shaq, I am happy. I sat on this seat and I'm taking a 10,000.
You covered your transport, you covered your lunch. I'm sure that money is good enough for dinner.
Yes. And right? I showed my handsome face.
You showed your handsome face to everybody in Sri Lanka.
So I'm quite content, but only thing is if I, as I told you, I'll be very honest, if I do take my step forward, I want to open that little thing, that little school, I want to get that done. Under any circumstance. I'm putting aside some of my profits and, you know, I want to get that done. Especially, you know, when that 1-2 buckle my shoe and all came, I was the only contestant who has got through that, and I'm very, you know, sad that all that is going off, you know.
Oh, well, let's find out exactly where you are at the moment. What city is known as the Big Apple for 20,000 rupees? New York is the right answer. Well done! I think your wife wants to say something to me.
When I was around, I would have told you something good.
Well, too bad. We're actually live on TV at the moment.
I know, but I can't help it.
All right. Are you ready for question number 7?
Yes.
Where will the 2016 Summer Olympics be held? A. China, B. England, C. Greece, D. Brazil.
I'll take a 50-50 on that.
You already taken one lifeline. Are you sure you want to go with another one?
Okay, I'll take Brazil as my final answer. D, Brazil.
Your final answer?
My final answer.
Lock it in.
Lock it in, please.
Lock in D, Brazil. Where was last year's Olympics?
This is what is confusing me. Whether England is getting ready for the 2016 or whether it was in England that the Olympics were held last year.
Are you a football fan?
Sometimes I do watch the Ronaldo and all these, I forget their Milan, is it? Real Madrid team.
Real Madrid?
Yes,
Yeah.
I used to watch them in Dubai. My son used to watch that and I used to enjoy them playing the players there. But apart from that, I don't know anything about Olympics being held in that country or what it is.
Do you think that you've actually confused the FIFA 2014 and the Summer Olympics, because FIFA 2014 is in Brazil? Now, could they possibly have two universal events in one country in such close proximity? Now, Brazil is getting ready for the world's greatest game, World Cup, next year, the Football World Cup. Do you think you've actually confused that with the Summer Olympics? Do you also think...
What is confusing me is whether the last year's Olympics were held in England. Then England is out, so it has to be Brazil.
Yeah, but so I'm telling you, next year's World Cup is in Brazil. The Football World Cup is in Brazil. You think the infrastructure is strong enough to actually hold two universal events of this nature?
I don't know about that. I can't answer that because I don't know how that goes. But I know it's Brazil because I have something else coming from my mind, because I have this nephew of mine, that is my wife's sister's son, who is amputated and he's taking part in the Paralympics in Brazil. So I don't know whether that has brought me to this answer. So if Paralympics means that comes with Olympics, is it?
That's right.
So then it's in Brazil, because he told me he has invited me there with my wife.
So it's in Brazil?
Yes.
So you're sure now?
No, yeah, I'm sure.
Now that's the reason that you actually chose Brazil, or is this suddenly come to you at the moment?
No, it came. I was thinking whether it was in England, that's why it took some time. But as now I know it was there the last time. So then Brazil came into my mind and I pressed Brazil. But now when I think of my nephew and all that, I feel that it has to be Brazil. So I think it's locked already.
Well, you have to thank your nephew for that one, because Brazil is the correct answer. Well done! All right, so take a look at exactly where you are right now. You have successfully answered 7 questions. You're on 35,000 rupees. Your next safe zone is question number 10 at 125,000 rupees. You've only taken 1 lifeline.
Yes.
You got 2 more left. You ready to move on?
Yes.
This is question number 8. What is measured using the Beaufort scale? A. Rainfall, B. Wind speed, C. Snowfall, or D. Temperature? Rainfall, wind speed, snowfall, temperature.
I think I'll go for a 50-50 now because I have two sure answers, so I'll go for a 50-50.
Okay, before I actually give you the 50-50,
Yes.
what are the two answers that you are considering?
The two answers are B and C.
Wind speed and snowfall.
Yes.
Out of the two, which one do you feel could be the right one?
When it came A, rainfall, B, wind speed, and C, snowfall, and before D came, I thought it was snowfall. Because this scale, whatever it is, I don't know what that scale is.
The Beaufort scale.
The Beaufort scale. I can't remember studying about that in school.
That's the question.
So temperature means there's another thing that is used for that, and rainfall, I don't think that is used. So it has to be one of these. But I thought it was snowfall. But we don't have snowfall here, so we don't know whether that scale is for snowfall or whether it's for wind speed. Wind speed is that thing that turns, no?
Helicopter.
No, that north, south, east, west, what do you call that thing? You call that a Beaufort? No.
Would you like to go for a lifeline?
Yes, I'll take a 50-50.
Which one would you like to go for?
50-50?
50-50?
Yes.
50-50 lifeline has been taken. Please take out 2 wrong answers and leave 1 right and 1 wrong answer.
Oh, God.
Cader, these are the 2 options that you were considering.
Yes, and that both of them will come.
You say snowfall and you also go back to exactly what you said, the fact that, we don't have snow in this country.
That's why I don't know that scale.
So you've got 2 options there, the ones that you were thinking, wind speed and snowfall.
But wind speed, that thing that turns is not called, what is that, Beaufort scale. Beaufort is something French, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So do you get snow in France or what?
You've been out at sea for a couple of years, haven't you?
Yes. I was for 2 years. I was on board. That's how I went to New York, and I told you.
So you travel quite a bit.
Of course, yes.
I mean, as a seaman, you would obviously encounter certain things like this, especially on the ship. You would have all these.
Yes. We have all these gadgets, all these meters. And
so-called gadgets and meters.
Yes.
Easiest way to call them.
Correct.
So recollect, go back.
No, I have never. This is the first time I've heard of this. I saw it. I know to spell it now, and as you pronounced it, I know that. So I have not heard this on board the ship, or the captain has not told me, okay, this and that, and no. So this is the first time I've heard this Beaufort scale.
What is measured using the Beaufort scale?
Yeah. So it falls for me snowfall, but wind speed, no, I don't think it is. Because as you said, it was not there in the ship like, Beaufort and no. Okay, steering wheel, then you get the the speed, this thing, all those things I know. But not Beaufort, something I have not heard of.
So irrespective of the fact that you've taken your lifeline, you're still not too sure?
Yeah, to be honest.
What is your final answer?
C, snowfall.
Lock in C, snowfall. You've taken a 50-50 on that one. You locked in C, snowfall. What is measured using the Beaufort scale? Is it snowfall? We'll find out when we come back right here on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on MTV Sports.